In a significant public statement on June 26, 2025, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu expressed his deep gratitude to former United States President Donald Trump. He used the social media platform X to convey his message, reaching a global audience. Netanyahu thanked Trump for his moving support for me and your tremendous support for Israel and the Jewish people. This message was not just a simple note of appreciation. It was a carefully worded declaration of a powerful political bond. The Prime Minister's words underscored a partnership that has endured political changes and international pressures, highlighting a personal connection in a time of intense regional conflict. The timing of this exchange is critical. It comes just days after Trump's birthday on June 14th, for which Netanyahu had also posted a video message. In that video, he called Trump an extraordinary leader, reinforcing the deep respect he holds for the former American president. The recent public posts are more than just friendly gestures. They serve as a signal to the world that the alliance between these two figures remains strong and active. Netanyahu's message concluded with a forward-looking promise to continue to work together to defeat our common enemies, free our captives, and quickly expand the circle of peace, setting the stage for continued cooperation on major security issues. This public display of mutual admiration is taking place against the backdrop of a major military escalation between Israel and Iran. The carefully chosen words aim to project an image of strength and unwavering resolve. For Netanyahu, securing such a vocal endorsement from a prominent American leader like Trump is a significant diplomatic victory. It helps to reinforce his position both at home and on the international stage, suggesting that Israel has powerful friends who support its aggressive military posture. The message is designed to be seen by allies and adversaries alike, communicating that this partnership is a force to be reckoned with. The language used by Netanyahu, particularly the reference to working together, suggests a level of coordination that goes beyond mere pleasantries. It implies a shared strategic vision for the Middle East, one that was actively pursued during Trump's presidency and appears to be continuing. By thanking Trump not only for his personal support, but also for his support for Israel as a whole, Netanyahu links his own political survival to the security of his nation. This framing is a powerful political tool, especially as he navigates a complex and dangerous period in his country's history, marked by war on multiple fronts. Donald Trump's support for Benjamin Netanyahu was equally, if not more, forceful and direct. Using his Truth Social platform, the former president launched a staunch defense of the Israeli leader. Trump addressed Netanyahu's long-running corruption trial, dismissing it as a ridiculous witch hunt and demanding that it be immediately called off. This intervention into another country's judicial process is highly unusual, but it is characteristic of Trump's style. He framed the legal challenges against Netanyahu not as a matter of justice, but as a political persecution designed to weaken a strong leader, drawing a parallel to his own legal battles in the United States. In his social media post, Trump's praise for Netanyahu was effusive and dramatic. He called the Israeli Prime Minister a warrior, like perhaps no other warrior in the history of Israel. This powerful description paints Netanyahu as a historic figure, a defender of his nation against overwhelming odds. Trump further solidified their bond by stating they had just went through hell together, fighting a very tough and brilliant longtime enemy of Israel, Iran. This personalizes the geopolitical struggle, presenting it as a shared battle that has tested both men. The language is designed to rally support for Netanyahu by portraying him as an indispensable wartime leader. This vocal support comes at a crucial moment. Israel is currently engaged in Operation Rising Lion, a large-scale military operation against Iran. Trump has publicly endorsed these actions, calling the Israeli strikes excellent and very successful in an ABC News interview. He even hinted at more to come, signaling his approval of a continued aggressive stance against Tehran. By standing so firmly with Netanyahu, Trump is not just supporting a political ally, he is endorsing a specific military strategy. His statements provide a significant boost to Netanyahu, who reportedly waited for a green light from a supportive United States administration before launching the attacks. Trump's characterization of Netanyahu's trial as a witch hunt serves a dual purpose. It aims to delegitimize the legal proceedings against his ally in Israel, potentially influencing public opinion there. Simultaneously, It reinforces a narrative that Trump has cultivated for his own supporters in the United States, that powerful leaders are often targeted by their political enemies through the legal system. By defending Netanyahu in these terms, Trump is also defending himself by proxy, suggesting that great leaders who challenge the established order will inevitably face such attacks. This creates a powerful narrative of two strongmen united against a common, shadowy establishment. The strong alliance between Netanyahu and Trump is not a new development. It was a defining feature of Trump's presidency, a period marked by significant policy shifts in the Middle East that were closely aligned with Netanyahu's goals. Together, they orchestrated the United States' withdrawal from the 2015 Iran nuclear deal, a move Netanyahu had long advocated for. They also oversaw the relocation of the United States Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem, a deeply symbolic act that recognized the city as Israel's capital. These actions demonstrated a shared worldview, one that prioritized confronting Iran and strengthening Israel's position in the region above all else. Netanyahu's recent pledge to defeat our common enemies is a direct reference to this shared strategic focus. The primary enemy in this context is, without question, the Islamic Republic of Iran. Both leaders view Iran as the main source of instability in the Middle East, a sponsor of terrorism, and a nation relentlessly pursuing nuclear weapons. This shared perception has driven much of their foreign policy. The common enemies also include Iran's network of proxy forces across the region, such as Hezbollah in Lebanon, which Israel recently claimed to have defeated, and Hamas in Gaza, the target of a brutal 20-month war. The current conflict is the culmination of this long-standing policy. Following the Hamas attack of October 7, 2023, and the subsequent war in Gaza, Israel's strategic focus has broadened. After reported successes against Hezbollah and the collapse of the Assad regime in Syria, Israeli leadership, with Netanyahu at the helm, has turned its full attention to what it sees as the head of the snake Tehran. The recent Operation Rising Lion, an attack on Iran's nuclear facilities and military infrastructure, is the most direct confrontation to date. Trump's support is seen as the political cover that enabled Netanyahu to take this dramatic step. This history of cooperation provides essential context for their recent exchange of messages. It is a partnership forged in a shared belief that decisive and often military action is necessary to protect their nation's interests. They see diplomacy with adversaries like Iran as a sign of weakness. Their tenure was characterized by a transactional approach to foreign policy, where loyalty and mutual support on key issues were paramount. The current situation, with Israel in a direct military conflict with Iran, is the ultimate test of this alliance, and so far, it appears to be holding as strong as ever, at least in their public statements. The public reaffirmation of the Netanyahu-Trump alliance carries immense weight for both countries and the wider world. For Israel, Trump's vocal support provides a crucial political and diplomatic shield at a time of intense international scrutiny. With the war in Gaza resulting in over 55,000 Palestinian deaths and the new conflict with Iran drawing global condemnation, having a powerful American voice defending its actions is invaluable. It helps Netanyahu project an image of strength and international backing, which is critical for maintaining public morale and deterring further regional escalation from other actors who might see Israel as isolated. For Benjamin Netanyahu personally, the alliance is a political lifeline. His popularity at home has been precarious, especially following the intelligence failures that led to the October 7th attack. Critics accuse him of using the war with Iran to distract from his domestic problems, including his ongoing corruption trial, which has been postponed. The war has temporarily rallied the Israeli public, with a recent poll showing 82% of Jewish Israelis supporting the attack on Iran. Trump's endorsement helps bolster Netanyahu's image as the only leader capable of navigating Israel through such a perilous time, potentially rewriting his legacy from one of failure to one of a wartime savior. For the United States, this dynamic highlights the deep divisions in its foreign policy. While the current administration may pursue a more cautious approach, Trump's statements signal an alternative path, one of unconditional support for Israel's most aggressive actions. This creates uncertainty for allies and adversaries, who must now consider the possibility of a dramatic shift in United States policy depending on future election outcomes. It complicates diplomatic efforts by the international community to de-escalate the conflict, as Israel may feel emboldened to continue its military campaign with the expectation of future American backing. Ultimately, this news matters because it illustrates how personal relationships between leaders can shape global events. The bond between Netanyahu and Trump is more than just political alignment. It is a shared ideology of populist, nationalist leadership. Their public messages are a reminder that their common enemies are not just foreign states like Iran, but also domestic political opponents and legal systems they view as obstacles. Their continued cooperation could lock the Middle East into a cycle of escalating conflict, making the prospects for peace more distant and reshaping the geopolitical landscape for years to come.